Hi, I'm Brett,
Hi, I'm Yael.
and these are the 5 most common questions we get about the Part-Time MBA program here at the Darden School of Business. So why did Darden launch the Part-Time MBA?
Well, Darden is always looking to offer more avenues to getting a Darden MBA. We're looking to provide ways for folks who need some flexibility, who cannot afford to quit their job and relocate. We want to provide maximum opportunities for folks who don't want to occupy their weekends, for instance. And so the part-time is really an avenue to getting a Darden MBA, the full-blown 60 credits, through an evening-only format.
So who's the target audience for the Part-Time MBA?
Working professionals, folks who love their jobs, folks who have other activities in their lives that are busy and imply that they cannot really take a hiatus for a couple of years. Typically, maybe 3 to 5 years experience, kind of mid-career, want to build that breadth, that broad perspective, want to get that exposure to both theory and practice, want to be inspired by others around them. That is typically our target audience.
One of the things that's been interesting to me as we've gotten to know the Part-Time MBA population, not only are their motivations very similar to our other MBA students, but they're also drawn to Darden for very similar reasons: the learning experience, the quality of the instruction. Tell us more about that.
I see that and hear that all the time. The students want the best of both worlds. They really want the rigor in the classroom. They want the case method. They get the same professors. We have faculty teaching in the morning in Charlottesville, driving up to Roslyn to teach in the afternoon and the evenings in the D.C. space. Our part-time students are here to get that real kind of classroom, case method, learning, learner-centered kind of exposure where they get to prep together in learning teams. They come into the classroom, they're expected to be ready to defend a position, really that general management perspective. We even have them come to Charlottesville to connect with our community here at the beginning of their program and at the end of their core experience. So that's some of what attracts them and some of the key features of our program.
So when you describe the academic experience to prospective part-time students, describe that experience.
People don't always understand exactly what we mean by case method. It's participatory. It's like having a conversation. It's like thinking about a business problem with all the ambiguity that it entails, with all of the complexity and the richness, where there isn't a right answer necessarily or a single right answer. There are multiple ways to address a problem, and there's a lot of judgment that is needed. That is really what the academic experience at Darden is all about, walking in and talking about decision and decision-making time and time again in multiple contexts. And the part-time program, because the core is identical, is exactly that. Our students also have the benefit that the next day, after they've had a discussion in class, they can go into their jobs and actually apply some of the tools that they just got exposed to. That is, something that us as faculty find very rewarding, because our students bring real problems from their day-to-day life and they weave it into the learnings into the classroom. In addition to that, once students are finished with the core, our electives allow them to specialize. They can get a focus area by taking multiple electives that are in a similar related field. If they want to focus on more finance type classes or have more of an ESG exposure, they can do that through our elective offerings.
One of the things that I've heard you say about the Darden experience is that you're trying to help students be able to grapple with difficult decisions, ambiguous situations, and exercise judgment. That sounds like it's very true for our part-time students as well.
Very true for our part-time students. And our community is a very tight-knit community. We get to know each other very personally, and so we hold each other accountable. So those decision moments, those decision-making opportunities, we can talk about them conceptually in the classroom, but then we all follow up. We see each other implementing strategies. We talk about our lessons learned. We really kind of have an opportunity to be very vulnerable and humble and learn from each other on a day-to-day basis. And again, as a faculty here, I'm inspired by our students every day. Our student leaders are doing incredible things with our part-time program.
For you, what's the most important thing for prospective students to know about the part-time program?
Come ready to engage. It's a family. We want to get to know you. It's a very student-centered environment where we hope our students take opportunities and lead, help us shape and craft the program both inside the classroom but also the co-curriculum. Get engaged with clubs, come up with new ideas for new clubs, help us imagine current and relevant new courses that you think we should be offering for emerging leaders. This is what it's all about, and that's why we're here, and that's the type of student that we hope to attract.
In a word, how would you describe the part-time program?
Flexible and nimble, I would say these days. Agility is a word that is risen to the top, but our part-time program is all about being flexible, learning how to balance multiple balls in the air and accomplishing your goals through flexibility.
Darden's part-time MBA students are
incredibly hardworking and very successful, and they inspire us every day.
Why Darden?
Darden is a place that finds a way to marry theory and practice, change the world around it while it's learning and growing at the same time. Darden is a place where people can find their voice, practice their voice, take risks, and learn to really influence in the way that they want.
And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in learning more about Darden's part-time program, be sure to check out our website.